So they're interrupting a lot in my videos here. So this is why you're going to see a lot of different clips being put together and the video is not straight as usual, yeah? But the last cut was, I was talking about how these Arab people have this kind of mindset of authority over me here. Like, they think that they are somehow responsible, that they're the reason why white people are not succeeding with me or whatever. And they can just hand me over to them and then I'm done. As if they're God having to do with me, as if they even having to do with me, yeah? But this goes all the way back to the history continent itself. Once again, like, how is it that the Arabs were busy taking over? You white man just come and you also just establish yourself there, unless you went into chit chat and agreement with Arab man about basically you also can be and do what you want. Yeah, I think something similar might actually happen. Like, I was not there having fun with source here, just my private opinion and personal wisdom reasoning here, yeah. But I don't think this is very far from reality here. That something like that might actually happen. Because why on earth would they demonstrate that in my situation? Because I'm supposed to be this continent. How you treat me is how you treat this continent. So, yeah, it has nothing with continent. Why these are people like this? I wonder. Just what's been going on here, yeah. Like, they think that they have power here more than anyone else here. And there have been abuse situation of mine here that this is so interesting. Like, these Arabian men who usually don't have no experience with anything here, especially being equal to men, literal men, they are all now using me and my prophet from the Bible. These are Muslim people who despise Christianity. They are now imitating me and they're supposed to build upon me, trample upon me, and be a stench vagina here. Yeah? And this is exactly what white people did. They see how in African society, civilization, women are very equal to men here, how women have power here, where in many instances, when these white men come there to whatever, they have to contend with a female ruler here. Yeah? And this is now what these white people have turned into their so-called white woman, the only free woman here, the only voice woman here, the only woman who is the forerunner of position, the forerunner of leadership, the forerunner of equality. They got this all from African continent to trample upon the black woman and build themselves upon her and everything she has and her children, basically, yeah? And this is exactly what these women are up to in my situation too. They despise me, they hate me, they're against my skin color. This is all I am shown up with these women over and over again. That their problem with me is one thing, skin color. They are literally the dog. Now, when you adopt hyena and pet them as a dog, that is the Arab people with this Arab woman here. And isn't it interesting that the woman is the heart of the home builder, yeah? So you want to know what is really the foundation of society, just look at the women. How they are there to treat other women. Because with this kind of culture, with Arab men, where these women don't have no experience being anywhere, so far it's only black men who have experience with these Arab men. But in terms of black women or women, because they've never had interest in black women, even though African continent was the first place to spread Islam, they have literally the largest Muslim community outside of Middle East, but these Arab women have no interest in black women. I think these are the kind of things that is very important to note. But white people, however, who become Muslims, you can just see how these Arabs just treat them like they're one. But men and women alike, especially women, are very proud to have these white people in their midst. They feel delighted, they feel blessed, they feel like it's a very good thing. And I find it so interesting how even in like areas supposed to be Muslims area, these Arab people, they usually like to stick to themselves. Just go to even East London. You see how many Arabs are even here and there with the shops. So it's clear to me that they just feel above everyone here. It's only white people can be completely equal, or they will allow gladly with submission to be above them. Especially black people, you are definitely nothing. I find it so interesting how is that in this Muslim whatever here, black people always stick to themselves. The only Muslims still guide themselves around are Asians usually. Not Arab people. Why? What's really going on here? Especially the women, that's just out of question. You can see a few Arab men here and there with black Muslim men, but their women never. And this is the heart of this is the very woman who breastfeeds, plants the seed into people. Who just she wouldn't even associate with so-called sisters in Islam because they're black skin. Yeah? I'm just saying. Yeah? But what I'm showing here is that this Muslim woman have one situation, and this is what is motivating her. That is why she's on my skin. That's why she even with white woman against me skin color. Nothing. There's nothing else going on here. And interestingly, this woman keeps showing up. I've had a few revelations now about the Middle Eastern woman. The same thing. There's nothing new under the sun to be shown or revealed to me about this Middle Eastern woman apart from her racism and how she thinks she's a white woman. And she's just white. And this is exactly how she's been behaving here. She's just a white woman. And she wants to abuse me. She wants to dictate over me. She wants to be above me. She just wants to take over white things from the look of it. She is the ruling slave master here. And it's also interesting how these women, being women because of my prophet, I wrote woman who is actually not even, this is the biblical context here, yeah, but this Islam shit here, they also are women here with vagina, because that's not what the Bible says, that prophet woman is a vagina, a slut, a dumb skull. That is not what this woman is. This is a woman of wisdom here, who know how to manage, rule, take authority, still submit to her husband. But here, this tension, then they no longer submit to the man. In fact, the man submit to them now. This is not even what my Bible says, that man now submits to you. And they are now the one controlling what man does, what man thinks, what man can do. But they're building and trampling upon someone like me who's following something that is a complete contradiction to everything they're up to. But they're building themselves upon me again. This is exactly how white people are. They have been building themselves upon black people. White woman always built herself upon black women and children, and the white society builds themselves upon what black people. So we're seeing the same thing going on here with these Arabs. So once again, which brother are we talking about? These people are not your brother. They're not your sibling. No one here is your sibling. Just stop all this BS. This is something white man taught you, because he just wants to do whatever he wants free of charge. Because when you consider him a brother, then you will somehow feel like you're attached to him and you will be lighter towards him and excuse him. But this is not even something we enter in African corner, because why did people go on selling each other? Because they're not your brothers. A Yoruba man is not a brother of an Igbo man. An Akan man is not a brother of a Hausa man. This is something white man created because he have evil agenda here. He needs you to let your guard down as a human being of protectiveness of your own territory and well-being, so that he can get to do what he wants. Yeah? But no, an Akan man is not a brother of an Igbo man. Igbo man is not a brother of a Hausa man. Hausa man is not a brother of a Yoruba man. Yoruba man is not a brother of a Nubian man. Nubian man is not a brother of a Maasai man. Maasai man is not a brother of a Luo man. We're not like that. It's like collective identity that we are all black skin, yeah, but not like you now come and take over my roof, you sleep next to me and my children. Come on. Now, it is not like that. This is something white man forced upon because he have evil intention. So these people, they're not even from this continent, and they have demonstrated for a very long time here, even up to today, slave trade still goes on. This cannot be anything close to brother with these Muslim people. Absolutely not. When they keep demonstrating that even they get paid to do the bidding of the West against you, they will never do that in the Middle East. Syria will never get paid by Brussels till trade Jordan. Lebanon will never accept money from from London. They'll treat a Saudi person. They will never do that. So why on earth is that on this continent they claim to be your brother, but then they will allow racist white supremacy to pay them? They'll treat you. And in this treatment, there's no end to what they do. Things like even slave trade now goes on the table here and things like that. Organ trafficking, mostly. I've never read that, but we can just assume that things like even organ trafficking might as well take place. Because if you sell slave, what is stopping you from organ trafficking here? Huh? It's still making business out of human bodies, no? Just saying, man. You're making money out of human bodies. So what is organ trafficking again? I'm just saying, man. But yeah, this is not your brother. These people, they came there just like white people to take what is yours. And before white people, they already decided they're going to live there permanently. Only that they did not get into the kind of witchcraft as white because they were not that desperate enough. Because these people really know how to handle their own territories and resources here. So they were not desperate white people who think that there's nothing in the land, who think that they have to just live there because this is just history of white people. All these people, they celebrate the Vikings and Romans. That is all they do, going to places, stealing and looting. That is just white culture. This is how this white shit man is just an irresponsible bag of a shit. Because you have a literally ancient history that this is all you do as a man. Living in your territory, going someone else's territory, looting, destroying and taking, and then you build yourself on that. The Arab man, he knows how to manage his Middle East. So this is why he did not go to this kind of extremes like that. He's by force at all costs, whatever it takes, he's going to take over this continent. That's basically it. But the rest of it, these people, we're talking about the same spirit, the same kind of people here. And once again, like, what is stopping these people from addressing themselves? Their slavery history. How come you just took over Northern Africa? Yeah. And I just want you to tell you black people, some of you are scared of these Arab people. Like, what is there to be scared about them? Because what are they actually doing to profit no one here apart from themselves, honestly? What kind of protection providing no one here? Why is Nigeria fighting on? Why is where? And the only time Morocco will come as their brother is to make it easy for them to export their goods to the world. Now, which goods are we talking about here? The same goods that the West has been kicked out from accessing, because what other goods are we talking about here that you need to get out to the world? To who? Why can't you not just get these goods to, let's say, to Congo, get these goods to Sudan, get these goods to Mauritania? Why these goods have to get to the Atlantic Ocean, to the Mediterranean Ocean, so that East, Middle East, and the West can loot? You tell me now, what kind of brother BS is it? You coming out to put hospitals, you're just reclaiming the role of white man. Yeah, because you and white man were the same. So if white man is sinking now, you just take over. Just like when you did not do your best in taking over, he took over and you had to go behind the scenes. Now white man is sinking, so you Arab man and Arab woman now, you come and reclaim your place. This is exactly what's going on here. You come to build hospitals, and then before we know it, you're going to have Sharia constitution. Because, like, why can't you just support Niger in building your own hospital? Why you have to come and build it and mark your territory there? Why you have to come and build? Why can't you not just assist them as a real brother would? Why you have to come there personally and set your territory there? And from there on, you're going to set more territory. And before you know, you have a government institution of Sharia law. Why? You haven't even addressed your cold, hostile attitude this far towards Niger. How migrants who pass through Niger, you don't even want them there. But now you're there to set your territory, your institution like white man, and you open the sea for them to export their goods to the world. How is that going to reach Niger again, yeah? Because they have evil intentions, because they don't feel like they're this continent, they don't feel African, because they're not even one, because they came there to begin with evil intent, just like white people. Basically, yeah? Now I wonder honestly what is going on with these Arab people in their minds here. Like you don't want to address yourself. You know their issues, but you are so desperate and quick to try to just brush the dust under the rug, basically, instead of literally removing the old carpet, sweep the floor, mop it, put on a new carpet. Now you just brush everything under, and then you just build your Sharia law institution on top of it. And this is supposed to be successful. And when someone like me speak, then you want me dead. Yeah, this, this was going on last time after the last video. Maybe these Arab men, they wonder why I'm still working here. So once again, the Arab woman is just demonstrating who they are as a culture, as a group of people. My Bible is very right in everything here. The woman is the home builder. Just look at the woman and you will know everything you need to know about a culture, a society. Because what men have learned that they have to hide in order to get along with a man, a lot of women don't have that training. So they're not going to hide nothing and they're just going to expose everything. Especially someone who don't have any experience being equal here. She don't have no experience being out society. Suddenly she's the big boss here. Of course, she's going to literally puke. We talk about a hardcore vomit. Everything that is inside the belly of the Arab world. Yeah? Basically. Right here. They're gone with the white supremacy, and I wonder where that's going to take them. And I'm also finding it very interesting here, what's going in Sahel area here. Because is Sahel what actually transitioned the Arab territory, North Africa, and the rest of Africa? So why is Putin there? Why were Americans there? Why the French and the Kika there? What are everybody doing in the Sahel region? And I tried to get the Arab man out as well. I'm just saying, man. Because white man is no one's friend, but it's not in my business here. But I'm just telling it to you, black people. So that you're not afraid of this Arab, because they really have no power here. Because they themselves depend on white people. In fact, they're the slaves, white man. We're talking about white man took an hyena from the Middle East, adopted it as a pet, and named him a dog. So this hyena can be set loose anywhere. But it's still the owner's voice, which is the white and white woman, who gives the what? The command, the instruction, the scream. And whatever protection still comes from who? Uncle West. Uncle West, Uncle Whitey. Yeah. The Arab man must do as Uncle tells him. This is deep because I didn't see this even about the black man. Even though it's the same uncle here, but the black man is under no obligation to do what uncle tells him. Hey, I'm just saying, man. But that is their problem now. I said, do you Arab people continue to build yourself with women trampling upon me, trying to be authority just like what woman, and fucked yourself up? Because who I am as a woman, my model of humanity is nothing like what your lazy piece of shit is up to. Because with my version of humanity here, I don't overpower men. I don't boss men around. I don't rule over men. Not like that, no. I have the skills, I have the qualities to be a ruler here. I don't have to force nothing on no one here. And when I get married, my husband is still someone I submit, even though I'm above him in authority. This is completely something else here, but these women are building out something they don't even know, they understand. They just after what they find attractive, just like white women. To just show their pussy around. And then I think they have the same thing here. No, it's not the same thing. Now, what does someone like me have business with some kind of shit like that? Nothing. Especially when you're literally out here to destroy me completely because skin at the same time you're building yourself upon me. You try to be me, but you can never be me because you don't have my mindset. You don't even look for what I'm looking for. You just have to something else complete and you stink like shit. What business do we have again? I just wonder. But when someone have said they are a slave master, they're superior, they will always think that this fantasy bond of slavery must be kept. But to me, that bond doesn't exist because you never enslaved me. You, Minister Woman, never enslaved me, or you just depending on white vagina's witchcraft here. But you yourself, you don't have anything directly on me here. So which slave mistress are you forcing here? And yeah, I'm going to leave you and whoever stands here with this white woman here. Come to Africa and there we will see who is actually something here. Yeah. I'm not going to bother doing anything here because I don't have any future in this society. I want not to be like people.